Original versus Definitive, which version's better when completing Made in Heaven and Small Town Bank? In these missions you visit the love of your life, who seems to be very angry. After she screams at you for a bit, she tells you to move it, you drive her to a small town bank, both of you enter and then threaten everybody else, you hold some people at gunpoint but the guard shoots and you destroy him, the police gets alerted and surrounds the place, you smash the ATM and steal what's inside, you escape from the back and make your way to two officers on bike, you of course steal the bikes, Catalina jumps off and you pick her up, and finally you drive back to her house. We'll compare tasks, execution, speedrun tactics and gameplay. Both games are vanilla, played on PC. My name is BadInfo, so leave a like and subscribe for more comparison videos. Now let's see how Made in Heaven and Small Town Bank compare between both versions. In the opening cutscene we don't see much of a difference, only that the light in the Definitive is always on at all times in the day. Carolina has her eyes very wide open when she's angry, while in the original they're normal looking. And lastly, unfortunately, she seems to have broken her neck in the Definitive. It must be from all the foreplay from the last mission. Okay, now listen to this line and pay attention to when the subtitles change.
You were slow and stupid, like a big fat brat that eats chocolates while his father gives nothing to his stepdaughter but stale bread.
Did you guys notice how Carolina makes an awkward pause right before she says father? You didn't? Okay, let's listen to it again.
Like a big fat brat that eats chocolates while his father gives nothing to his stepdaughter but stale bread.
Okay, now listen to the Definitive.
You were slow and stupid, like a big fat brat that eats chocolates while his father gives nothing to his stepdaughter but stale bread.
Yeah, this line is fixed and it flows so much more naturally with their conversation. Alright, now for the inside of the bank. The original looks pretty empty, no lights on the floor, no plants and whatnot. The Definitive has all that, but also made a mistake. Look at the glass in the original. It looks like there's glass on top and the bottom of the box. So when you deal with a customer, you hand them the money directly. Can you tell me how money is exchanged in the Definitive? The bank tellers are stuck in there and there's no way to exchange documents or any money because the glass is blocking you off from doing that. There's not even a small cutaway in the glass, it's just a huge pain. And also it's probably bulletproof glass, so I don't see why they're frightened when Carolina points a gun. When the cutscene ends, you're tasked to aim a gun at the employees. You can do this for a very long time and eventually, when you get bored, the guard will shoot you and you have to shoot back. In the Definitive this happens way too fast. In less than 5 seconds you simply cannot hold the gun for longer, and this is because the game mechanics are tied to 60 FPS. And also yes, Carolina is surrounded by glass, whereas previously there was only glass in the bottom of her box. And yes, other people can have randomized models, have beards, glasses and whatnot. Another dumb change is the safe Carolina is going through. She is trying to open it. She says it herself. Alright, then tell me what the hell is she doing in the Definitive when it's already opened? Just grab the money and head out, what gives? In the next cutscene we see a couple policemen in a diner. In the Definitive we see two police boys who are not over 15 years old. Like seriously, this guy on the right for instance even has a mustache painted on. What the hell, guys? And here comes the dumbest change, one of the dumbest changes in the whole game. So get ready, ahem. So you know how you gotta shoot 3 ATMs, collect the money and then Carolina smashes down a door, right? This is what you do in the original. All these items have nice breaking animations. She also needs to break down a door so you can escape. Well, the door is not even here in the Definitive. My guess is probably because they got lazy to make a breaking animation. How do I know? Because the ATMs don't even have one. Also, since there's no door anymore, police can just walk inside and you have to deal with them as Carolina is standing doing nothing. Oh, and of course you can get out and leave Carolina to fend for herself in the bank. The door on the shop is also missing. And this is not the dumbest part, guys. The dumbest part is that Carolina is still gonna try to shoot it down. There's no door, dude! She'll fire 3 times, see that it's missing, and give up. I would expect this from Woozy, because you know, he's blind, he can't see the door, but come on! This cannot be the same cunning and smart Carolina we know from GTA 3. As for the chase, I can only mention one thing. The officer's bike is shaking in the original, but in the definitive it runs pretty smooth. Apart from that, there's no other change. In the speedrun you don't actually follow Catalina, but you make your own route. This way both you and her go faster. This is still possible in the definitive and you don't get punished on the way. As for which version is better, the original of course, there's just too many inconsistencies, missing doors, missing animations, cops look like children and so on. If of course you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below, leave a like if you enjoyed, thank you for watching, and a very special thank you to my top channel members and patrons: Monish Purdy, Richard Ford, Extreme, Alex Chavez, Max Robinson, Max Rich, House the Chowder, LMP Racing, Jury Ford, Case Knights and everybody else on the screen. Thank you once again.